Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into Podcast Room 303. Introducing one co-host with more nuggets than Chick-fil-A, Nick Morahan. Executive producer until we find someone better, Eric Washington. Nobody really knows what he does around here, Nevada Putnam. And now, the single greatest thing to happen to hosting in history, Jermaine Antonio Colon Mendez. On with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to Podcast Room 303, episode 249. I'm your host, Jermaine Colon Mendez. This is my co-host. And as always, we have with us the producers, Nevada and the EPE. How are you doing this evening, Nevada?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. April's Nick is a time suck parlay is at $77 right now and counting. So, I mean, that's big money. Big money. And then we also have $36 for March. So when Nick does join us, we will broach the subject on how we want to parlay that $36. But until then, you know, it ain't easy being cheesy. The Cubs are on the verge of sweeping the Rocks. Wait, do they play tomorrow, Nevada?
Thursday. No, I think tomorrow's a travel day.
All right, bet. And so, yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. So how are you doing this evening, Eric?
Been better, but you know, Joel's back and things are looking good, so can't complain too much.
And I
think Nevada may have maybe one too many flautas, yeah. And I think Nevada may have just had the first ever doing good. How are you back to the host? I don't think anybody's ever actually asked you how you're doing, Jermaine.
I think there's been like 5 iterations of like, hey, Jermaine, how are you doing? But usually I don't really care about answering that question. So that's the beauty. That's the beauty of being the host and doing the introduction, right? I don't have to answer that question. And it's awesome because usually you guys are all squirming when you have to answer.
You're basically like a presidential candidate. You ask a question and you just like, anyway.
Yeah, and on with the show.
Exactly.
Well, today's episode we'll be getting into head-to-head. We'll do pop culture pick'em, top 5 things everybody should love. Today's order, I believe, is myself, Nick, Eric, Nevada. We'll get the WTF headline, late submission, and then we will. We're doing a blind 5, correct, boys?
Yeah, I got one.
Okay, cool. I didn't ask pre-show, but it's in the doc, so I was like, follow the clue, big fella, follow the clue. All right, let's get into head-to-head, dude. And I don't even know if I did well or not. I imagine I didn't.
No, last week was more on par with what this group usually does. So Nevada crushed it, went 2-1, putting him at 10-29, broke his streak of not hitting NASCAR bets. What happened in that one? Was Denny in the lead at any point, Nevada? Or
no, dude, I went 3 for 3.
What? Denny Hamlin won?
Yeah,
and he drives a Toyota.
No lie.
Damn, you got him fucked up.
That's I googled brutal. It. Oh, okay. No, apologies. I may have just been looking at the 2023 results on accident. I would never doubt you, brother. So correction. And I'm not going to have the updated odds here, but so he actually went 3-0, hitting on a plus 650 winner for the Toyota Owners 400. That would put him at 11-28. And I'll get you your units corrected here in a second, Nevada. Nick, as usual, went 0-3, 436-1. Down 13.72 units. Jermaine went 0-3, 435 on the season, down 23.21 units. I went 1-2, putting me at 13-26, up 19.24 units.
Yeah, I got you boys right where I want you. I've been in this exact situation before. Came up with a dub. So I'm not worried in the slightest. But yeah, so Nevada's probably looking at a sub 10 unit.
Yeah, because that bet was 650. So plus 650. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So that'll be a big time boon for Nevada.
It only took overtime to win, but The result counts. The result counts. So
what extra laps? How many laps do they do when it goes to extras? Or does it depend?
I think the longest I've seen is like 12.
So usually it's because there was a crash in the final like 5. What is it? Final 10?
So any crash before the final lap. So as soon as the white flag comes out, whatever flag comes out next ends the race. So there has to be a caution before the final lap, and then you usually end up going to overtime.
Okay.
All right, Nevada, you're actually only down 9.49 units now.
Hell yeah.
Sorry about that, brother. Sorry about that.
Let me just push that a little bit farther back where it used to be this week.
He doesn't get the unit that he wagered. He only gets the odds. So shouldn't it be 750? Or how have you been doing it?
I've just been doing.
That's an off-show conversation.
Yeah, let's do off-show combo.
That's the riveting.
And we're 14 weeks in, so I don't know if we want to switch. But whatever, we'll figure
riveting
it out.
Discussion, boys. Well, I mean, if you lose the unit when you lose, you should win the unit when you win. That's all I'm saying. But that makes too much sense.
Yeah, we don't live in a logical world, brother.
Let's get into head-to-head. Oh, sorry, not head-to-head. You know what? In honor of trying to get Nick for the PCP, we'll do the what the fuck headline.
Oh yeah,
which is a good one here.
Oh boy, ooh baby. Mother's Day is May 12th. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, it's probably good to know because nobody cares about Father's Day. But here's the headline. Go ahead, Eric. Read.
Oh my god, I don't even want to read it. All right, ex-Tennessee cop Megan Hall fired over sex trysts with 6 other officers. Settles Fed lawsuit that will cost city whopping $500,000. And everybody should be familiar with this story because the memes are everywhere.
Yeah, they are. So, for context, former Tennessee cop who got axed for fucking on the job and lying about it. She filed this lawsuit for $500,000. She claimed she was sexually groomed by a cadre of male colleagues. And so she sued the city after word of her raunchy romps made national headlines. The board voted 3-1 in a special meeting to settle the suit. Most of everyone was trying to tell them don't do that. They didn't agree with it. So they had the attorneys representing the city actually, negotiated it and they deny any admission of liability, and no taxpayer funds will be spent to settle this lawsuit, which is a load of fucking crap.
Where does their money come from if it doesn't come from the taxpayer?
Exactly. That's a load of crap. It's coming from them.
Stupid.
So oh man, it's so funny. She hooked up with several colleagues, sent them nude pictures, and went topless in a Girls Gone Wild themed hot tub party, and even performed oral sex on 2 cops while on duty. She also allegedly had a threesome with one of the cops and his wife. So, this just chaps my ass. So,
we're just going to reward stupidity and bad behavior nowadays.
So what's funny is that laws in this country and the way the country deals with laws for women, they treat them like children. They can never be held accountable for any of their actions. Right? She had multiple threesomes, multiple orgies. She did a video. At a certain point in time, how can you possibly say a 28-year-old was groomed? Who maybe at the time she was 26, 25?
Probably so.
You're a full-grown adult who's made it through the police academy. You're paying taxes. You're married. You cheated on your husband. And now you get $500,000 because you claimed some illegitimate bullshit claim. I'm sorry, I don't believe you for a second. She loved every second of what she was doing.
She was just embarrassed because nobody, the whole world found out, and then she ended up a meme. Because you don't get rewarded for being embarrassed. Embarrassment is the consequence for your actions.
It's unreal. There's no accountability in this world anymore. None. Let's get the baddest thought. He's the actual cop.
It's I mean, the career as a whole has a lot of weird like relationships, cops and cops, divorce rates, and all that sort of stuff. But this is just, it's bizarre. I'm surprised she got, essentially a settlement for what she claims is this grooming. I'm still surprised she didn't start an OnlyFans off of her notoriety.
Well, it's because she's fugly as hell.
Well, I mean, but you gotta strike while the iron's hot.
True.
She looks like Pinky and the Brain's daughter.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm at a loss for words, really.
She blamed her behavior on a troubled marriage, and she said that it started originally with an affair with one guy, and then she was targeted by other officers for the same thing. I 0% believe any of this. I don't believe her side of the story at all.
What was that book we read in high school? Scarlet Letter.
Yeah.
Yeah, she should have to do that.
She should have
for the rest of her life, but it should be tattooed on her big ass forehead.
Well, I can see it here in the article. So there was a four person panel who voted, and it was a 3-1 vote. And that one dissenting person said, quote, "What message does this send to all the other employees? It's sending a message out to everybody in the world that says, come to Laverne, sue Laverne because they're going to settle."
It does set a precedence.
It's the most apropos statement ever. Not only that, this precedent can be used in other states, right?
Probably so.
It's just unreal. It's unreal that nobody gets held accountable anymore unless you're a white male, right? So
I mean, I guess it was only $500K. I mean, there's been much bigger, wilder lawsuits than that, but still.
I just, when you think about it, I don't know the number here, but I'm assuming in Laverne, Tennessee, average salary for a cop is what, $50,000, maybe. So she just got what, 10 years of salary?
No,
I don't know.
She got taxed, right? And then
Hopefully.
she had to pay her lawyers, right? So how much of $500,000 is she really making? Also, she moved from Laverne, right?
I hope her man divorced her too. I hope that sucker ain't still there, the chump.
Oh man, I hope so too. But you know how these men are these days, bro.
Dude, you gotta think he's gotta be like the real victim in this right now.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, not
I
for
think
sure.
The citizens of Laverne, Tennessee, were. I mean, their tax money's getting taken away. They were being policed by just unqualified people at this point. Because if you don't have like the know-how and the understanding that what you're doing is wrong, and you don't take accountability, that just shows that you shouldn't have been a cop. In my opinion, let me.
Sure.
First of all, none of these individuals should have been a cop. Also, let's not excuse the men in this situation, right?
No.
Those 6 dudes, pieces of shit, especially the ones that are married with the alleged threesome. They were sharing the nude photos, like some fucking ass backwards locker room shit. Like, look, it's all bad, especially when I think the police chief was one of them, wasn't he?
He was.
And I don't understand how, and you kind of touched on it, Jermaine, with the guys really don't get off the hook either. People that you work with, your coworkers, you probably have a pretty good idea, certainly if they're married, but maybe, they got boyfriend, girlfriend, something like that. Maybe kind of hear something, or they make some sort of comment like, "Oh, okay, yeah, you're in a relationship." What part of that in people is like, "Hey, don't matter"?
Yeah, I mean, today's day and age, it's not sacred anymore. Did he just go yard? Sorry, I got distracted by this game. Was that a foul ball, Nevada?
No, I didn't see it.
Sorry. Yeah, so the police chief, Burrell Chip Davis, was fired over the scandal. Yo, He knew about the situation and joked about it with others.
Not good.
I mean, Laverne's not a big city anyway, so.
Laverne's a big old bitch, though.
Hey, Mom, how did we get the money for this house? Oh, let me tell you. I got ran train on, and then I was all upset about my firing, and I didn't want to take accountability, so I sued the city of Laverne. Pussy. I hate a society, bro.
Welcome in, Nick. How you doing this evening?
So this is how I'm doing. Runs in the first inning in Colorado Rockies games. Colorado Rockies are 5-0 when I don't bet the opponent to score the first run in the first inning. The Rockies are 0-2 when I bet the opponent to score a run in the first inning. So if you out there, the 10s and 10s, would like to know how absolutely cold I am right now, and Nevada too, because Nevada ride or die has ridden with me both times.
However,
absolutely cold I am. Go Nevada.
Someone's about to hit the run line, so it's not all bad.
Nevada just doesn't have the. Well, I that's not true. I did convince him to bet yes runs first inning with me.
He did.
So just whatever way I bet.
I would like to sue Nick for grooming me into doing the yes run first line.
I start at 500K. Nothing below it.
That'll be the floor.
How is that the pitcher swinging on a 2-2 count? That was at your ankles.
Yo, I just had. Can I do a lock here? A 303 lock? In the next year, or maybe 2 years. No, I'll stick to a year. This officer lady from Laverne will either have an OnlyFans or will make a explicit XXX video to profit from her stupidity. I think the odds are plus money, plus 100.
What is up with this? Why can't I?
Yeah, like I said, I would have thought you would have already done it, but
yeah,
I would love to put it in, Eric, but it's not working.
All right, I'll go in post and see if I can add it in. Because I mean, think about it. That lady from MTV, what is it? MTV Moms or Teen Moms, or what was that show called?
Yeah,
Teen Moms. Yeah, and didn't like two of those girls end up making adult videos, and then obviously a lot of celebrities have now done it just because. I think it's just
they did
the new evolution of what these hood rats do, man.
Yeah, they did. So I've heard.
It is very much what society does now, and it's sad. It's become too entrenched in our lexicon, and people have lost morals and good standing, and sheesh, it's kind of a dark place. But we'll just go ahead and get into pop culture. Nick stepped away again. So today's topic: top 5 things everybody should love. And I'm gonna go with I got the first choice. So it's myself, Nick, Eric, Nevada, and my first choice is going to be hysterical. I'm going Donald Trump.
Oh man, I can't believe that was my second pick. Wow, that's an excellent pick, dude.
My man's should not be president of the United States. First of all, for the record, I don't think he should be president, nor do I think Joe fucking Biden should be president, especially after that Afghanistan pullout. But Donald Trump is pure fucking comedy. Dude. From a comedic perspective, Donald Trump has brought me nothing but laughs.
If we're going to have a psychopath in the front office, it might as well be somebody who entertains us.
I will say Joe Biden has brought me nothing but laughs, but it's more of a like, oh, that's just sad. And so, yeah. But no, Donald Trump, everyone should love him. I really think like the fact that he released gold, red, white, and blue sneakers, high top sneakers. He sold them for almost $500 a pop. Like, you have got to be kidding me. The guy who did The Apprentice was literally the president for 4 years and could do another 4 years. You should just love it because it's pure comedy. That we are literally in idiocracy.
Non-consecutive, by the way. It has to do non-consecutive terms.
Non-consecutive terms. That in its own right is bonkers.
Which Theodore Roosevelt didn't even get to do.
Oh Oh, dude, Donald Trump. Great first choice. It had to be one of one, dude. Go ahead, Nick.
Everybody should love baseball.
Baseball.
And if you don't love watching baseball, you should love going to baseball.
Do you even love baseball right now?
Love baseball. Well, it's a love-hate. I love going to baseball games. I hate watching the Colorado Rockies. I'm already disinterested in the season, but that's whatever.
Why? Because the Cubs are about to hit a sweep?
No, yeah. It's like what the best thing our announcers can say is, well, I don't understand where this is coming from. This kid played really well in spring training. I can understand where it's coming from. We wasted all our good shots. It's like going to the driving range before you hit a round of golf. You waste all your good shots.
You guys really did play well at spring training.
Dude, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how high I was on this team, and it took one inning for me to already be dreading the next 161 games.
So they're talking about it on the radio here about, what it would take for the Rockies to be a good franchise and team and stuff like that. And the guy you probably remember him, Nick, Patrick Saunders, who does the newspaper stuff for the Rockies.
Yep.
He said, well, I think they had it in 2017 and 18, and then they just blew it up. So now they have to try to do it again, which basically is hopefully you have 3 or 4 core guys who come up all at the same time and all hit at the same time and you don't need great pitching, but just solid pitching.
Here's the thing. We had a run in the 90s, right? We had a run from about 1995 to, we'll say 2000, where we had a bunch of good players. Then we had a run from about 2007 to 2009, where we had a bunch of good players. Then we had a run from 2017 to about 2019. So if you pace that out, essentially every 10 years, we have a run of 3 years. So right now, I mean, I'm not saying, but 2027, look out, get your futures in now.
You have Chris Bryant, though.
Fuck Chris Bryant.
He got a hit today.
Chris Bryant got a standing ovation from the Cubs fans. I think he broke down in tears because he saw what he lost.
Good riddance. You guys can have him, dog. Hey, don't call it a comeback. 8-5, 2 on, 1 out. All the shit I've been talking. All right, Eric.
I'm gonna go with Jesus Christ. Everybody should love Jesus Christ, bro. It'll change your life. And that's why I've had Donald Trump at number 2, because I couldn't put him over Jesus. I couldn't do it. I wanted to, but I couldn't do it.
I think that's a fair answer, especially when you have Satan loves my pronoun t-shirts shop at Target, which is just, I'm not saying everybody has to love Jesus Christ, but we should all hate Satan at a bare minimum.
Let's all dislike the same dude.
Let's at a bare minimum, let's just not be on that guy's side. But
and close enough, satin.
Yes.
Nobody likes satin.
Yeah, satin finishes for poor people.
Right.
Yeah, I prefer my shit gold finished.
Right.
Like my porcelain throne.
Cold pressed.
Cold pressed. Like my uniform. All right, Nevada.
Who doesn't love free food?
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially if it's like a buffet.
Ooh.
That's dangerous.
A free buffet? A free buffet, Nevada? Where in the world have you been that you got a free buffet?
Coors Field. So, right behind home plate, every stadium's got those fancy seats and all that. Like the first, 7, 8 rows, it's probably maybe 100 people in there. For the Rockies, I think it opens up 2 hours before first pitch. You go into the clubhouse and stuff, buffet, whatever you want.
Is that free though?
Nevada, I think that you.
Well, it's free. I didn't pay for the ticket. We were gifted the tickets.
Oh, okay.
I think you found the players buffet. I think that's what you found. I think you stumbled into the locker room.
Yeah, he said I went into the locker room and I was just like, I don't think that's open access.
Stealing food from the Colorado Rockies.
It's the least they can do to pay me back.
So Eric, change that to free/stolen food.
Free/acquired food.
Acquired, bro. I'm pretty sure the Aladdin song was playing when Nevada was sneaking in.
Street Rat.
Yeah, Street Rat. Yes.
On the back-to-back, I'm gonna go with having a cold drink on a hot day, whether it's water, beer, whatever it is. Just that getting those first few gulps in there.
Damn.
Who doesn't love that?
Damn. It's a good one.
Yeah, first beer at the beach is exactly what I thought of.
Oh
dude.
yeah.
When you get to the beach, you finally got your fucking setup, your towels down, your chair set up, you got the music bumping. Oh, nothing better, dude.
It's a nice.
Well, there is something better, but we can't talk about it.
All right. For my second pick, top 5 things everybody should love. I'm gonna
Stale
go with
plum.
Chocolate.
I'm gonna go with their own country and stay there.
Stay there.
You need to get out of your dad's house, man. Is he blink 3 times if he's holding up your cue cards for this show? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Nick, real quick, where do you think Eric is? What room would you say Eric is in?
This is the family room. His father is holding the camera with a gun in the other hand.
Oh my god!
To make sure he doesn't say anything bad about the Dallas Cowboys.
Kidding me?
That's funny,
bro. Eric can't.
No.
Eric hopped into the pre-show with no shirt on, dead sweat. It looks like he's sitting on his toilet right now.
That would be.
That's what I was like. Eric, are you really recording from the restroom?
It would take some balls to do that.
Wouldn't be the first time in Room 303 history that we went live. We went live from the shitter.
Bro, there's no video evidence of that, but I had to run.
That was 8-7. Oh, Colorado.
Oh, son of a bitch. They're gonna fuck me over again, aren't they?
For my second pick, I'm gonna go dogs. Everybody should love dogs.
Especially those freaking cat people, you fucking psychopaths.
Yeah, weirdos.
Yeah.
Makes no sense. An animal that hates you. You love an animal that hates you.
Yeah, you love an animal that would eat you if you died.
Yeah.
Not lie down and die right next to you.
Yeah, so my next one is anime.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then emails in place of meetings.
Oh, that's a good one.
That should just be a constitutional law.
My list is fire right now. First of all, like, anime is some of the best storytelling out there. I just don't know how more people aren't into it. I know anime is in like a boon right now, so that's cool as fuck. But more people should watch it.
And also, let's not judge on the level of anime, okay? You want to go all deep into like South Korean? No, Eric, hentai is different. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking.
I was like, where are you going with this, Nicholas?
You see his eyes light up, dog.
Listen, because of the anime boom, it's almost like hipsters in the anime community, where if they ask you what anime you watch, I go, "Oh man, I just watch some Dragon Ball Z. I'll watch Gundam." Right? People will be like, "Oh, so you don't really watch anime?" It's like, no, motherfucker, I don't watch South Korean released only anime. No, I don't. I'm not deep diving into dubbed over like original language South Korean anime. No, I like the stuff that was on Toonami when I was a kid, and I continued to watch it. Like, don't judge me.
The stuff that's popular is popular for a fucking reason.
Right.
It's good.
You don't get to judge me. I'm not like at an anime convention right now being like, DBZ is the coolest, isn't it? No, I'm walking down the street or I'm in a bar talking to you.
Yeah, that's crazy. You should watch One Piece. Everyone should watch One Piece.
I need to start.
Look,
it is 1,000 episodes. I gotta admit, it's like staring up at a mountain.
It is a commitment. I will admit it's a commitment. And here's what I will say, right? If you don't want to do the 1,000 episode plunge, which I honestly think you won't regret, but they are doing, you know how they did the DBZ Super, where they took out all the filler?
Yeah.
They're making a One Piece iteration of that, where it's going to be like 243 episodes that kind of, comprises the whole 1,100 episodes that are out right now. But the 1,100 episodes are awesome. The music's awesome. The character development's awesome. The storytelling is awesome. And the slow play they have when they reveal huge swaths of information that like alter the story is fantastic. So it's up to you. The dub I prefer the dub over the original Japanese voices. The original Japanese voices suck.
They normally do.
I don't actually agree. I mean, I prefer dub because it's the language I speak, but sometimes they're good. This one, I'm like, there is some voices for some of these characters, and I'm like, that is an awful fucking voice. Like, we can't get anyone better for this. And then, but yeah, emails and place meetings, that's self-explanatory. Everyone knows that feeling.
I'm gonna go for my third pick. I'm gonna go Summer Drives.
Tie game, boys.
Just throw the window down, blast the radio, Summer Drives. If you don't like Summer Drives,
bro, I love just driving. I love driving with no purpose of I'm not trying to get anywhere. I'm just on the road, windows down, beer in hand. Wait, what?
Or yeah.
You forget you're not in Texas anymore, brother.
Double fisting.
Dude, Cubs errors. Stop me if you've heard this before. Cubs errors cost us a playoff berth last year, and it's going to cost us a goddamn dub. We were up 8-2.
Yeah.
Anyways, go ahead, Eric.
The Rockies still are at least a semi-professional baseball team, and they can beat you if you just beat yourself.
Who's more miserable, you guys or A's fans? Who's more miserable, you guys or A's fans?
Okay, so I'll answer this question. The A's had for their home opener, they had 3,600 fans come to the Oakland Coliseum. Nevada cannot get a ticket to the Rockies home opener on Friday for less than $90 in the 300s. So who is worse? Colorado Rockies fans.
Best outdoor bar in the country.
I don't know, man. I think AIDS fans are definitely worse off.
Yeah.
Oh, worse off?
That's what I heard. I heard AIDS fans when I first heard it.
AIDS fans, yeah. Fans of aid Gaza are not happy right now.
I did a double take. I was like, AIDS? I was just like, Jesus, Eric, I know the Rockies are down bad, but I was like, I think AIDS has a beat.
Eric's just trying to put everything into perspective.
Yeah, that's right. Eric, I appreciate you.
I got you, brother. I got you. All right. For my next pick, I'm going to go with everybody should love sports betting, bro. It's fun.
Well.
The whole podcast dedicated to it, and nobody's enthusiastic about it.
Yep.
Did you not hear Nevada's growth?
Yes.
I keep doing it, so I must enjoy it.
You might just be a masochist.
No, just because you keep doing it doesn't mean you enjoy it. It means you were groomed. You may be able to settle this, Nick.
Yeah, DraftKings keeps. I should sign up for the DraftKings VIP and say they groomed me with emails and text messages.
Give us a turn, Nevada.
Yep, I'm gonna go with the weekend. Whatever your weekend is, everybody loves hitting the weekend. And if you don't, then you must be a commie.
I think he changed his name though.
Did he really?
I think he did. He's not going by the weekend anymore.
Nevada was another groan. He is not thrilled with these responses right now.
Next one, after a long day, getting into bed and just passing out.
Being asleep before your head hits the pillow is...
Yeah.
Day drinking and being in bed before 10.
Oh, that's my two loves. Day drink at a baseball game and then be asleep by like 8 p.m. Oh,
bro, especially if you won, which you probably don't experience that, but you know.
No. Well, that's why I watch teams like the Nationals, so everybody has fun and I get to sleep.
Holy crap! Look at that, an error for the Rockies. You guys said hold my fucking beer, dude.
Yeah, well.
Oh my goodness,
that's typical. All right, Eric.
It's just a lot of sadness today on this podcast, dude.
Here's okay,
Passing
Eric. Sorry to interrupt you. Can I be annoyed real quick at MLB's notifications here? If I was not getting notifications here for the score updates in Colorado, I just got a thing that said Tovar ties it up. The Rockies were down 8-2 against the Cubs. Thanks to this Ezekiel Tovar double, it's now tied up in the 8th. What does that imply to you guys? Does that imply that he hit a 6-run double?
What?
He's a superhero.
Yeah.
Super. Hey, mira, super.
Dude, being back where I'm at right now I'm hearing a lot of that, dude.
Super.
Dude. Anyway, for my 4th pick, I'm gonna go with hoodie weather, bro. It's the best weather. I don't care about summer. I don't care about it's hoodie weather. Hoodie weather is the best weather.
Bro, have you seen women in summer dresses?
Wrong.
Yes, it's my favorite thing in life.
Wrong. We're about to enter tarps off season, Eric, which is 3 months of the year where I don't wear a shirt or socks. I just wear and no underpants. I just wear shorts.
First of all, if you're wearing underpants in the winter, I'm just heavy judge, bro. Commando, it's the life.
Right. Yeah.
You got to worry about pre-cum every now and then, though.
That's whatever. Change your shorts. Change your shorts. Move on.
I'm sitting here thinking about. Never mind. Next pick. Go ahead. Man.
Hold on. What were you thinking about, Eric?
I like to trust my farts from time to time.
Think about my giant penis sliding out of my shorts.
I like to trust my.
Some of us don't have that problem. Okay.
I like to trust my farts.
The other day I had to run to Albertsons to get something from my mom.
Let's go. Base knock.
I hop in my dad's truck, pull off, come right back to the crib because we had an incident. And my dad was like, "You back already?" And in my head, I wanted to tell him what it was, but I was like, "Nah, Pop, it's I had the incident. I gotta go upstairs right quick. I'll be back."
You trusted a fire, Eric?
Yeah, dude. It's a problem, dude. It's a problem. I don't know what's going on with my
Eric. Now this could put you in the lead in an important statistical category among my friends.
What's
How
that?
many times have you shit yourself?
Nick, you still have that.
I would say probably like 4 now.
Okay. You're tied with my really good buddy Zach.
Hey, shout out to Zach. Hurry up and pass me, Zach. Please.
He had to and this is as I've known him, but he's had to leave bars to go back home to come back out because he shit himself. And not like we're drunk, like it's 7 p.m. Like we just got to the bar and he's like, I gotta go.
You know when you like push and you kind of feel like the resistance and you're like,
nope.
you're like,
nope.
I don't know. I don't know if I should do this or not.
There? You know what that resistance is? That's your brain saying, don't push.
Dog, how dumb are you, Eric? What the hell, dude?
I believe in myself, dude. I don't know what you are talking about. I believe in myself. I'm going to get this right one day.
You literally, like, I don't mean this disrespectfully. It's usually an insult, but you literally do not have the intestinal fortitude for you to be playing this game.
Yeah.
Like, you
do not. I do have hella digestive issues.
Like, and for you to be playing this game is crazy.
Not good.
I wish the citizens of America trusted the country as much as you trust your farts.
Yeah. Well, the country does let them down as much as Eric trusts.
Probably so. Eric is a societal barometer.
Eric is 1970s America.
Oh man.
All right. So Eric chose hoodie weather with his 4th pick. I'm going
safe.
Let's go.
Snow. Let's go. Woo! Your catcher sucks dick.
Is it Elias or is it Jacob Stallings? No, whatever.
Yeah,
is he
not
white?
Elias. It's a white guy. Yeah, it's a white guy.
Okay, it's Jacob Stallings. He's awful. My 4th pick, I'm going to go a fresh snow.
Oh, that's good.
I don't care what happens after the snow. I don't care what happens during the snowstorm. When you wake up and it's that fresh powder on the ground, and you can like drink a cup of coffee and just look out over the snow. That's nice.
There's something about a hot tub.
There you go.
In the snow. That's always like, I'm like, yo, hot tubs. Yeah. Like Lake Tahoe. Get a little ski session. No, not that kind of ski sesh. And join the hot tub, bro. I'm going cold showers.
Cold showers.
Cold showers. They're so good for you. Right? They refreshing, wake you up. Hot water is like bad for your skin. Everybody should love cold showers. They don't. So I actually approach this from a different perspective, not like top 5 things everybody should love that they do love. I try to pick things that they don't love. And so I went with cold showers. And then my last choice is themselves.
Love you. Treat yourself.
Bro, because like Nick and I had a funny exchange today, right? I was like washing my hands in the restroom post gym, and I was like, "Damn, dude, if you could just walk around post pump all the time, you know how fucking egotistical you'd be."
Dude, and I responded with post pump and that you have a couple of beers and you buzzed confidence feeling. I would float off. My head would be so big.
I said I'd have 6 kids.
Yeah, I mean, I love myself.
All from different fathers.
Yeah, I love myself once, sometimes twice a day.
Good God.
This podcast is off the rails.
Yeah, this is the Baltimore port right now, bro.
We need major. You see what happens? You see what happens? Sports give us major events to talk about. I'm gonna finish it up. I'm gonna finish it up with a good nap.
Hell yeah. Not right after you eat though.
Eric be napping for 6 hours. He's like, I just took a nap. I'm like, that's Eric, a sleep, Eric.
Eric, that's a bad night's rest.
No. If it's before 10 p.m. and I'm asleep, it's a nap.
6 hours is the minimum night's rest you should get, not a nap. I'm talking a nap is like 45 minutes to like 90 minutes.
That's a blink, dude. Jermaine, first of all, Jermaine's exaggerating. I don't take 6-hour naps.
I don't think he's exaggerating. I think he might be exaggerating by 30 minutes.
No, you so full of shit. My guy will wake up at 10. He'll come out and be like, "What's up?" He'll open the fridge, won't grab anything because he doesn't have a goddamn thing in there ever. He'll go back to his room, and I don't see him again until 6:30. And he comes out the room like,
"Hey, watch out for that bed in there. It got me again."
Whatever, dude. That's exaggeration.
I tripped and I fell on my pillow.
Bro, my man swears by naps. It's mind blowing, dude.
Bro, they're key to success, bro.
No, they're not, Eric.
I think that's the opposite.
Eric, I think 14 hours of sleep is your key to success. You're the anti-influencer, bro.
Hey, I'm cool with it, brother. I'm gonna piggyback off what Jermaine said for my last pick because I already had it written down. I don't feel like changing it, so I'm just gonna say each other, man, because we wouldn't have all these problems in the world if we just loved each other, bro.
ELE, baby.
It's not that hard. It's not that hard.
I got a ring. Says everybody love everybody.
Dude, I'm gonna watch that tonight before I go to sleep. Take another nap.
You know what, Jackie?
You go to heaven, Jackie.
Maybe. You do it.
And then the worst part, the funny thing is Eric's always like, "Man, I couldn't sleep last night." I was like, "You napped for 6 hours."
Yeah, Eric, you got sleep. Your body's like, "I'm rested."
I was like, "Bro, go for a run. You'll burn that energy. You'll be able to nap again." But my guy is like, "I couldn't sleep last night." I was like, "That's because you sleep all the time."
It's because your body thinks you have the sleep schedule of an ER technician, Eric, or a vampire.
Bro, my guy says there's 48 hours in 2 days. So that's 36 hours of sleep.
Hey, man.
Eric,
living my best life out here, brother.
He's like, if I didn't sleep half the week, that's not enough rest.
Rest
hey, bro, it's in the Bible, man. They rested on some day. I don't know what day it was, so I just pick all of them.
Someday.
Oh, that got me. Oh, the Cubs took the lead at least. All right, this game is ridiculous, bro.
All right, I'm gonna finish out this therapy session with probably maybe the most therapeutic sentence I'll say here: the silence and serenity of being out in nature.
Oh, wonderful.
That's a good.
And not like point. Around other people, but when you actually get in there and it's you and who the fuck knows what else is in there? But just that silence, it's you can't beat it.
You can be around other people, but they need to understand that there's silence and serenity. You need to be hearing nature and not them.
You need to go to Japanese parks, Nevada. You can hear a pin drop in those motherfuckers.
Right.
Not when I was there, motherfucker.
Goddamn Americans. Also, whose nature? Is she hot?
Being in nature alone.
All natural, I'll tell you that much.
I'll throw 2 honorable mentions in there: video games and boats.
I thought hoes as well.
Boats and hoes, dude.
You are not living a good life if you don't enjoy a good boat ride.
I don't. I get seasick.
Well, that's because you're
like
landlocked.
bad seasick.
What a loser.
What a loser. Jermaine's a dirt sailor. He doesn't even get seasick.
Whoa. Jesus. You can't say that about a wetback.
Oh, God. We're spiraling, dude. I love it.
I have a honorable mention.
Oh, sorry. Mucho sorry, Jermaine.
Super.
Getting home and either taking off your bra or changing out of your work clothes.
Hold up.
Do you when you take off the uniform, Nevada, do you have to shit instantly?
No, that's before shift.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I got in the habit where whenever I took off my uniform, it was like 5 minutes. It was like, if I'm not on the toilet in 5 minutes, poop is coming out. I would have to trust a fart like Eric.
And Nick is always shitting down the back of toilets too. His asshole's ankle's funny.
It really is.
You're that person that you see on those pictures of like instructions on how to shit into a public toilet.
Dog, in Japan, I had to use the restroom. We had just gotten to Kobe. And so we're in the train station. I went to the restroom and I sit down. I'm ready to do my business. And there is this ridiculous photo. I literally texted Eric and Nick and I was just like, yo, that means somebody literally sat on this toilet this way.
Backwards, right? The picture had the dude backwards?
Yeah, his knees were against the lid and the tank, and he was holding on.
Thomas J. Crapper said you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, that's how Butters does it. You got a table for your snacks and stuff.
Your snacks and your cards and your accoutrements.
Yes.
Well, one thing I remember about Japan, now that we're talking about it, dude, I don't know how Jermaine fit in any of those bathrooms, dude. I'm like 6 inches shorter than him and like 10 pounds lighter, and I barely fit in them. I don't know how you was getting around, bro.
Dude, I'm not built for Japan. Dude, Nick and I watched the remainder of the World Baseball Classic in the corridor.
Standing
Because we just couldn't do it. Our knees were screaming at us. Like
Four Kings, bro.
The Tokyo Dome. But you know, this world is built for tall people.
And then we got an interview afterwards.
Super.
Oh,
yeah.
Good. All right.
We got the interview afterwards where we interviewed them.
Bro, we did make it on Japanese television. Yo, we had a good fucking Japanese trip, dude. It was
a fun trip.
Also, I heard some dudes talking at work today that I have no clue who they are, but one of them had just went to Japan and he could not stop ranting about 7-Eleven.
Yep.
And he was talking about the pancakes with the butter and the syrup already in them.
Facts.
And he one-upped us. He went to the hot section and bought pieces of chicken and put the chicken in between the pancakes.
Let me ask you a question.
That would have been
about
so
this
much
gentleman.
better than egg salad sandwiches every morning.
We talk about those were fire, bro.
Dude, Nick, I could have ate those every single morning. They were fantastic.
No, dude. After like 5 mornings, dude.
We found the spot and
You're
didn't
done.
deviate all 10 days or however long we were
That's
there.
so dramatic. We didn't go that many times.
Done.
We went 3 times, and after the 3rd time, Nick was like,
Still haven't recovered.
he's like, I'm never eating egg salad again. I was just like, dog, they have other options.
They didn't even have any Old Bay.
Oh my God. What were you asking about this gentleman, Eric?
Oh, nothing. We can keep it pushing.
No, he was not black.
Oh, okay. I was just,
No, he was like a white Southern dude with a long beard and a baseball cap.
Oh, he was going over there for a significant other.
Well, he went with his wife, so that would be weird.
Wow. Well, that doesn't make me feel like an asshole.
Are they from Laverne, Tennessee? Because it wouldn't change anything.
Damn, y'all, every bit of racism y'all have in you just came out for everybody. Everyone got astray, dude. All right. Here's the list so we can move on. I had Donald Trump, anime, emails in place of meetings, cold showers in themselves. Nick had baseball, dogs, summer drives, fresh snow, and a good nap. Eric had Jesus Christ, their own country, sports betting. Wait, sorry. Their own country and stay there. He conspicuously left.
He did say that, yeah.
Sports betting, hoodie weather, and each other. And Nevada had free stolen food, cold drink on a hot day, the weekend, passing out immediately in bed, and silence and serenity of being in nature alone. She sounds hot.
That's that Colorado coming out of him.
Let's go ahead and get into the Blind Five, Nevada.
Let's do it. Let's see. First entry is going to be Blade Runner.
The original?
Yeah, that's fine.
Ryan Gosling movies. Harrison Ford movies. You and I differ on Blade Runner. You and I differ on the new one. Where would you? I
don't like the new one.
I know you don't like the new one. Do you like the old one?
The old one was fine. Yeah, I don't think it's top 3.
Not 4.
4.
Yeah, we'll go.
I mean, it's. I like the first one.
Yeah.
The second one, nothing fucking happened.
That seems to be a lot of movies lately.
Like nothing happened, and it was 2.5 hours of like this like gray malaise on every shot. And like people were just sucking him off as this fire director, and I'm like, I guess maybe I gotta watch it again. But
it was the Canadian wildfire filter.
That's so funny. I've never heard that before. That's fantastic. I just think that I didn't think anything happened in 2.5 hours, and then at the end, old buddy just laid on some steps and was like, that's what I watched. That's the whole payoff of that fucking movie. I've never been that bored in a movie before.
I disagree. I disagree. But we can have this conversation till the cows come home.
What was so good about the new Blade Runner?
I like Dave Bautista as the villain. I like the fact that they explored the old Blade Runner, but actually made it like new. Ryan Gosling was great. You were left with the question at the end of whether he was whatever they call him, syndicates or whatever, if he was a clone or not, without ever really knowing. I thought it was a good movie.
That could have been done in an hour and 30.
Yeah, well, Killers of the Flower Moon didn't even have to be made.
First of all, I'm not even this Blade Runner 24. Don't hear what I'm not saying. 2049 is not awful. I just said nothing happened. Killers of the Flower Moon. God fucking damn it, that movie. Bro.
That could be a 30-second TV ad.
Bro, I've never wanted the Cliff Notes so fucking bad in my life, dude.
People died for oil. The end.
I was like, oh, we killed indigenous people again.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Martin Scorsese, just retire. Go away, bro.
Maybe he's just waiting for somebody to retire him. Maybe he just wants somebody to come in and be like, all right, Martin, that's enough.
Yeah, he wants to be in a mob movie where someone just takes him out back. Anyways, sorry. So 3 or 4?
4. I say 4.
4. First of all, 2049 isn't that bad. It was dull. It was very, very, very boring.
We're rating the original Blade Runner though, so 4.
Yeah, 4.
All right. Next entry is going to be Dread.
Oh, futuristic movies?
Are these 80s dystopian sci-fi
80s
films?
Dystopian movies?
So Dread is 2000s, right?
Dread is the 2000s one.
Yeah, because Judge Dredd was Stallone. Dredd was the one with Carl Urban, correct?
Correct.
Oh, I never saw that.
It was good. I mean,
it's a remake of the 80s of an 80s movie I loved, so I would say 5.
Yeah, I'd say 5 too. I don't think it's better than the first Blade Runner. I don't even think it's better than Blade Runner 2049. It was much more fun. I wasn't as bored in Dread. I will say that. Although you should watch that Dread film. I think you'd enjoy it.
I'll have to check it out.
It's not bad. Next entry is going to be Watchmen.
Oh,
maybe 1. I love that.
I was about to say it's going to be hard to not put it 1.
I'm 1.
What a fantastic ending scene when you he's like, do you think I just give away my plan? Like I detonated the nukes 45 minutes ago.
Yeah. Thank you for being a villain.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh, dude. And there's a lot of people who don't like that movie.
I love that movie.
I love it, dude.
Yeah,
give me all the blue dick.
Yeah, that's just fucking blue dick it up on Mars. It's exactly what you would do if you became godlike and omnipotent. It's exactly what you would do. You would try to help people, and then you would get bored and go off to create something else in the universe. It's exactly what you would do.
For sure, I'd leave that bitch.
And people would be like, "Whoa, don't you love me anymore?" And you're like, "No, not really." Like,
nah,
you're
gonna be dead in 15 years. Like, bye, Felicia.
Alrighty, so number 1.
Yes.
Yeah, number 1.
Okay. Next entry is going to be Red Dawn. OG Red Dawn.
The original?
OG, yep.
Oh, that's 2. That's 2 for me.
I don't know if I've seen that whole movie.
Oh, it's such a good movie, dude.
I've seen scenes from it. And I know the scenes are good. Red Dawn is when they invade us and we're like, and everyone stands up and gets ready to get funky with it.
Well,
not everyone, but
what's the capital of Texas? Houston or Austin? No, it's Houston, you fucking commie. No, it's not, you idiot. It's Austin.
I'm good with 2. Nevada.
I might have to rewatch that movie. That's a great.
I might have to watch it just in general. You ever I've seen so many movies, but never from start to finish. There's a lot of movies where I'm like, oh, I've seen pretty much every scene of that film.
The Navy didn't help with that, though.
Yeah, dude.
I think I saw the same part in Transformers 3 57 times.
Bro, because it was on the same loop. I was like, you got to add one more film to switch to have a rotation. Bro, I can't watch the same 30-minute part again, dude.
Just like,
it's the same day.
Can we turn off the TV? I'm trying to eat.
It's the same day. Is it still Monday?
It's Burger Wednesday. The food was the only thing that could let you keep track.
I had a little tally on the bed. Bro. Oh, just
kidding. All right, 2 Nevada,
not that bad.
All right, and then you guys will have number 3 as Idiocracy.
I'm all right with that.
That's a good list.
I think this is a perfect ordered list.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is, who it is, or what it's supposed to be.
Dystopian movies?
I think so. No, Watchmen.
Watchmen's a little dystopian.
I think, yeah. Are we thinking about this too far, Nevada?
God damn it, Cubs.
That doesn't even know.
No, it was dystopian movies.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. I said it early on and there was no confirmation, so I was like, I have no clue what the other guess is. Wait, did the Cubs win?
Yeah.
Yeah, by 1.
You had Cubs minus 1.5?
Yes, of course I did.
Oh, the Rockies exist to just torture you. We don't really have a main topic today, ladies and gentlemen, but we could talk about NCAA March Madness. Anyone have the bracket up?
About how NC State was 1 win away or 1 free throw away from being eliminated.
They only won by 1?
No, remember, they were down to 1 free throw against UVA. If UVA made a free throw, that was basically eliminating NC State. But they missed it. NC State drove the floor, hit a 3 to force overtime.
Oh, you're talking about the ACC championship.
Yeah.
And now they're in the Final Four. Dude,
no, the ACC, not the ACC championship, the ACC.
I meant tournament. I meant tournament. Yeah. I meant tournament. Yeah. Because who did they beat in the championship?
They beat UNC in the championship. Yeah.
All right. Can you share the bracket, Nevada? We just talk about some of the big surprises. If you have the bracket, if not, we'll just talk about it.
I have the bracket up.
Can you share that, Nick?
Yes.
Quick update from Eric. Good Lord, it's like D-Day in this restroom, and I'm the Germans.
All right, so here's the you guys see it?
Yeah.
A little bit bigger?
Yeah, you need to make that bigger.
A little bit smaller?
My guy went as big as possible.
No, bigger. Bigger. No, smaller.
No, right? Just chill. We do that too often. Yeah, that's good right there. All right. I mean, I guess it's no surprise UConn made the run they made.
Yeah. UConn made the run they made.
San Diego State getting blasted by 30 in a revenge game, though.
Nevada let me pick Auburn because he's an idiot and doesn't look out for his friends.
Dude, San Diego State played for the championship against UConn last year and got blasted by 30.
Yeah.
So that means UConn's winning this tournament. We should just book that right now. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we're not talking about. I mean, what a sweet run by NC State.
I mean, to beat Duke. Dude, that's
twice.
What a cherry on top to beat Duke to make the Final Four. Like, that's house money. Like, you guys cannot win another game.
No. Yeah.
And you might not, because I think Purdue UConn is a collision course right now.
I think let's see. You kind of saw the Duquesne going. The Yale beating Auburn was just like, it was, at least to my bracket, was a kick in the pants. In the, what is this? The West. Didn't expect Alabama to go on the run that they did, but
yeah, once GCU pulled the upset on St. Mary's, which, first of all, if you don't know about the Lopes, that's a good basketball school. I was not shocked by that, but they kind of had a layup to get to at least the Sweet 16.
Right.
Beating North Carolina by 2, that's a big boy dub right there. That North Carolina team was good. And then the Clemson team also playing, with house money. And it was all because old buddy from Clemson was just nonstop bitching about the Big 12. It is sad. I'm so glad that they got bounced, so I don't have to hear him bitch about it anymore.
Oh, yeah. I had him losing to New Mexico in the first round, so that was that was a pretty big, again, another kick in the shorts.
New Mexico was a trendy pick too, and New Mexico did not show up. That was a bad beat. Arizona does Arizona things.
Yeah, always.
Yep.
Always, man. I actually, it fills my heart now because I'm like a pseudo ASU fan from living in Phoenix. Fan is generous.
There's two things you can count on when building a bracket. Arizona will at some point Arizona, and Gonzaga will at some point Gonzaga.
Yeah, but Gonzaga lost to Purdue.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I thought Gonzaga was going to lose to Kansas.
Kansas had some injuries too.
Yep.
Kansas was a trendy upset pick versus Samford, and Samford almost got the job done.
Yeah, almost.
But the referees fucked Samford.
Yep.
That's the cleanest block I might have ever seen.
Yeah, ever. Colorado State destroyed Virginia in the play-in game, and then didn't learn from it and did the exact same thing that Virginia did.
Let's ease up on destroyed. It was a tickle fight that they wound up on the right side of.
Jermaine, your Texas boys almost got it done against Tennessee.
Tennessee's a good team, so I honestly think Connect. I think that's how you say his name.
Yeah, Connect. Yeah. Player of the tournament.
I think he's the player of the year. It's probably going to go to Zach Edey from Purdue, right? Because everyone loves that kid. And rightly so. He's been balling. But I think what Connect did with Tennessee, like, I'm pretty sure he was a transfer. He was a transfer into Tennessee. He played for a small school last year, and he was just absolutely dicing motherfuckers up this year. And we talked about Zach Edey, who put it on Tennessee, right? In that awesome game, Tennessee-Purdue. He had 40 and 16. Connect had 37.
Yeah.
And we ain't going to talk about that. No one's going to talk about the fact that he had 37 in that game because they lost. That's such a bad beat for that kid. But
he was at Northern Colorado.
There you go.
UNC. The other UNC.
In Greeley, which is also where the Montforts are at. So fuck them.
You know what? I think this is how I'm going to start. I think this is how you should pick brackets from now on. Pick whichever one seeds you think. Two of the one seeds that you think are the strongest, bet them to make the Final Four. Then pick a team between 4 and 6.
Yep.
Then pick a team 9 and under.
Bro, pick the hottest double-digit seed.
Yeah. And
the
have them go to the Final Four.
A hottest double-digit seed almost always gets to the Final Four. I will say I did want to talk about one point from that we saw in a video. I think Eric might have shared it to us, but it's something that I said would happen when they opened up the transfer portal. How are the Germans doing, Eric?
Dead. Defeated.
So when they opened up the transfer portal and they allowed people to transfer as much as they want, which I was in favor for. If your coach can just up and leave and you are fucked and you have to stay at this school that you came to play for this coach specifically, I didn't think it was fair. But now, because mid-major programs have these breakout stars, they can't afford to pay them. Those kids enter the transfer portal and they go to these schools. It's effectively killed the Cinderella nature of March Madness, right? So if you go through and look, I mean, effectively killed might be dramatic, but it was a lot of Division I top schools that you all know the name of: the North Carolinas, the NC States, the Dukes, the Alabamas, the Tennessees, the Purdues, the UConn, right? All those teams were the teams that played in the Sweet 16 and Elite 8, and it's because they have the money to pay these kids who balled out in the tournament before. It's going to be interesting to see how this affects the tournament bracket, and if that makes it much more chalk, right? So if you're like, hey, North Carolina should beat this school, right? You know, are we going to see Oral Roberts anymore? The George Masons, the VCUs. I just think it's a fascinating dichotomy, which adds to the element of March Madness that I'll be watching from going forward. But anyone else have any thoughts on the tournament?
Yeah, I mean, I think that you're exactly right. I mean, you look at just NC State. I mean, NC State is playing one junior who's also a transfer, right? They're playing 4 starters who are graduate transfers and who played in pretty big programs too.
Yeah, the DJ
Burns played at Tennessee.
DJ Burns was a 4-star recruit. My man was slim when he was recruited. He be right wherever he be going. God damn. State
dining hall, dude.
He said, workout. What's that? Bro, if he was slim, if he was still slim, and he was obviously a good basketball player, but for prospects to go to the next level, if he was still slim, dude, he could be an awesome rotation player in the NBA and maybe even a starter.
Maybe he can get back to that, but right now he does not have the stamina to play an NBA game.
Yo, his feet be his cement shoes where he's trying to stay with them guards, bro. I was like, God damn. I was like, move, big fella, move.
But when he's on a big man, watch out. Circle button.
Bro, he feels you give him just a little oomph. He's like, got him. And then bro.
That little sky hook.
His touch around the rim. He's my favorite player to this tournament.
That little baby hook, dude.
And honestly, I watched the ACC tournament run. I kept texting Nick. I was like, yo, NC State might do it again. NC State might do it again.
I would like to take personal credit for NC State. Given every opportunity to back the pack, I have refused. Openly refused. March Madness bracket, refused. Second chance bracket, refused. Betting them in the Sweet 16, refusal. I even said this weekend to Katie and her parents, NC State is going to get waxed by Duke. Waxed.
Stay strong, Nick.
Waxed.
Even in
you know what? Zach Edey's going to eat DJ Burns up. We're going to get the shit kicked in. We're going to get our shit kicked in by Purdue.
Even our chat, Nick wouldn't back NC State. When I was like, yo, NC State's making a run. They might win this tournament and make the tournament. Nick was just like, so?
Yeah,
So,
they'll blow it somehow.
Here's how little faith I had in the NC State Wolfpack. The ACC tournament was in Washington, D.C. I went to the beach in Delaware because there was no chance NC State was going to do it.
That's
my buddy went
amazing.
to the UVA game. He said it's the craziest basketball game he's ever been to. I said, couldn't have been that good.
Bro, if you keep doubting it, so they're getting waxed by Purdue. You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. NC State to the final.
They're getting waxed by Purdue, dude. What does
everybody have for the Natty?
NC State, UConn.
I got UConn, Purdue.
All right, you got NC State, UConn, Eric?
In both men and women's.
Oh,
what a cop out! And Nick,
I do have to. Can I humble brag real quick before this? Because I'm a feminist, unlike you misogynists, I put in a women's bracket for the NC State.
I haven't watched a single fucking second. Couldn't care less.
Oh, I didn't either. I just picked top seeds. My women's bracket right now on ESPN is in the top 2,000 of brackets in the nation.
Out of 3,000?
No. It is in the top 99.9%.
Go ahead.
Because I picked South Carolina, NC State, Iowa, and UConn as the Final Four.
Hey, all right. Who do you have going to the final then for the women's?
South Carolina and Iowa. South Carolina wins.
Caitlin Clark can't get it done again.
Caitlin, baby.
Oh, Caitlin come up short, Clark, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, can you really say that? She won 6 games to get there, but that's bad. Dude, here's my thing. It's like I used to watch women's hoop and would get chastised for talking about women's hoops by the chat. Now ESPN is legitimately covering women's hoops and forcing it down everyone's throat, and everyone's super plugged into this tournament. I could not be more annoyed with everyone. I don't know. It's the hipster in me came out. I was just like, you guys couldn't give a fuck 3 months ago. Couldn't care 2 fucks less. And I just got super annoyed. And also, Angel Reese, you can't act like the villain and then after winning and then try to be the victim after losing.
No, you double. If you're a good heel, you double down.
You double down.
You blame the refs.
You're a millionaire.
You blame the fans. You blame the refs.
You have the best NIL deal for women, right? I get it. You can be sensitive to that stuff. Some of that stuff's not fucking cool. I'm not backing that stuff.
Right.
You became a millionaire off this persona.
You show up Ric Flair style at the press conference. As many change as you can get, and you go, hey, on to the WNBA, baby.
And she talked so much shit to Caitlin Clark last year. And yeah, she was in her face in the actual game. Oh, I was just so disappointed. I was like, no, come on, baby. You've seen pro wrestling. You know what you need to do here.
You got to put on some shades. You got to put on some chains, and you got to give that press conference like nothing matters.
Bro, you show up fanning yourself. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Don't answer any fucking questions. Yeah. Just go full Marshawn Lynch. Man, I was mad disappointed in that. You can't act the way you do after wins when everything's going right. You can't act like that. And then the minute you face a little bit of adversity, it's a loss.
No, I would say even double down a little bit more. Just answer the press conference like Marshawn Lynch, but answer it good for her. Because you know the questions are going to be Caitlin Clark. Just say good for her.
Bro. And what's funny is she fouled out, right? The game before, she fouled out the team's best player on the same kind of bullshit call and then talk shit about it. Yeah. I was like, dude.
Kick a chair. As you go out, kick a chair.
I was like, I can't stand you, man. I can't stand you. You can't be a villain when it's good. I was like, you just be like me. Just always be a villain. Menace till the day I die. My Vontae Davis joke, Hysterical. Nevada, who do you got? Who do you got? A, making the final and then winning it
For the women's?
for both.
Oh,
I don't care about the women's, but sure, for the women's as well.
I thought we were talking about the women's. Let's see. For women's, I'll go with Iowa. I'll go Iowa, South Carolina, but I'll go with Caitlin Clark.
Damn, you just gonna fade Nick like that on the podcast?
Yeah. I'm gonna drop his percentage from 99.9 to 99.7.
So it's Iowa. Who is Iowa playing?
Iowa's playing
UConn. Iowa, UConn, South Carolina versus
NC State.
NC State are they low ranked or no?
They're a 3 seed.
They're a 3 seed.
UConn's also a 3 seed.
South Carolina's fucking good though. South Carolina's always so fucking good, bro. It's crazy. I hope Caitlin Clark gets it done. I really do. But I think I agree with your Iowa, Caitlin Clark. It's really hard to fade UConn at anytime they're in the Final Four though. So yeah, I mean, should be fun. I haven't watched. I'm not gonna lie. Although I'm not sitting here saying I've watched a ton of men's either. I haven't watched any of that either. So
I watched Caitlin Clark. I watched Caitlin Clark LSU. I watched Iowa LSU. That's the only women's game that I've watched this year.
I was at the gym and they had that one on. I did watch a little bit of the first quarter, and those girls were going at it for sure. They were balling.
Yeah,
but I didn't turn it on. I think I watched the Bulls game or the Cubs game instead. I just couldn't care less about college basketball this year. I don't know why. So I'm going to NC State UConn in the final. Let's get it.
Two quick things for the women's bracket. I think it's quite interesting that you probably remember the name Paige Bucher a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's Becker?
There's an R in there?
It's Becker, yeah.
All
so
right.
It's not Buchers, it's Becker.
You don't pronounce the U.
So just take the U out.
No, I'm
Jeez. All right, Paige Becker was like the collegiate women's athlete for basketball, and now it's Caitlin Clark. Obviously, Caitlin Clark overshadowing Becker for this matchup as well. Nick, you mentioned the Iowa LSU game. I sent this to the chat. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to look at it yet. That game averaged 12.3 million viewers, which is more than every women's college basketball game ever.
Combined.
Maybe. Every ESPN college basketball game ever. It was more than every MLB game last season, every NHL game last season, every NBA game last season except for one, and every college football regular season game last year except for one.
Impressive.
Rematches, dude. Everyone says they hate dynasties, but they tune in for them motherfuckers. Dynasties make sports better. Change my fucking mind.
You're not watching them win. You're watching them lose.
Exactly.
You're watching them lose.
Nobody gives a fuck other than if Kansas City loses. Right? That's what everyone rooted for. People don't like the San Francisco 49ers, and they still wanted Kansas City to lose.
There's it's kind of funny. There's a term in market economics that says that randomness in the market, whether it's new products and stuff being introduced all the time, is not good for the market because people don't know where to turn. They don't know what to buy. But if you have one standard, people will buy that. And the market will be better off because people know what to buy. But if there's a bunch of other stuff coming in, going out, dropping off, being in startups, going out of business, people are like, what's going on here? No, I'm not going to invest in this, or I'm not going to buy that product. It's too volatile. But if you've got a mainstay in it, people are going to be like, oh, I'm going to buy that. That's what Dynasty is, right? You're going to watch sports.
Nevada, thoughts on dynasties?
I love watching the Dodgers lose in the playoffs. It's my favorite dynasty.
They can only win 60 games.
Bro, oh man, when I was first of all, I was absolutely hammered at the All-Star game. But when I was shit talking Dodgers fans,
the other day.
Bro, they looked back like, damn, bro, he going in on us. They couldn't even say nothing, bro.
Win a championship outside COVID.
Yeah, they know they can't talk back.
Bro, it's my favorite thing to say. Fucking Dodgers fans, they think they've done something special. I was like, y'all only won when there was only 60 games.
Yeah, because Kershaw could pitch.
Because Kershaw was good. His arm wasn't completely gassed. He wasn't Nick after one men's league game.
I was in the backyard the other day. My elbow was feeling great.
I love shit talking Dodgers fans because they try to shit talk back, and I'm like, what are you gonna say about the Rockies that I don't already know? Like you're not gonna beat me up and get me on a point, all right?
Right, you're already down at my level. Like, get ready.
Yeah. I'm here to drag you down to my level.
And I just won, so get ready.
I'm
also, from that All-Star game, let's take an important lesson away. Fuck Jared Walsh.
I thought the important lesson was that our friend is a racist.
That's true. By the way, Blake Reynolds right now in a karaoke competition. Hopefully a little birdie doesn't leak a certain Denver Post article to the karaoke organization.
It's funny you
say that. Rocks karaoke org.
It's funny you say that, Nick, because literally today, Dad added me on the Denver Post account so I can get all the digital replicas of the Denver Post.
Just know, Blake is in a karaoke competition that if he wins this next round, he gets $10,000 and he gets to go to Los Angeles to sing for karaoke.
That's so sick, bro. Nick is ready to sandbag.
No, if 1K ain't coming your boy's way, there might be a little leakage of a certain article.
Yo, I for sure need that article, Nevada. I want it print out so I can frame it and put it behind me.
Oh, what a great one.
Dude, the ambush, the fact that the reporter came out from literal bushes to ambush Blake. I was just like
grouch from a trash can.
I was like, what the hell is happening? Oh no, that was a good time. That's when I had
this transgender hater says what? What? We got it, boys.
Mission accomplished. Boo this man. Boo this man. Oh, dude, just a truly iconic moment. You guys got anything else for the 10s and 10s? I think we lost Eric.
Jermaine, I think you have it on your phone. April 7th, Matt Rempe versus Xander Jackeye.
I have
or heavyweight of the NHL. Rempe and McDermott, two heavyweights, went at it 2 seconds into the game. It was a 5-on-5 fight, and 8 people got ejected 2 seconds into the game.
That's what hockey needs more of.
Wait.
Balls.
So I missed the Rangers versus Habs fight today?
No, I believe it's the 7th.
It's the 7th, yeah. So the one today you said was crazy.
Yeah, I sent the link to you guys, but it's literally start of the game, puck drop, gloves drop, everybody picks a dancing partner, and we're going round and round.
Why though? Was there some bad blood from something prior?
Yeah, so I don't know if you remember the game. So McDermott just got traded to the Devils, who's a big enforcer. He goes to try to fight Rempe. Rempe's like, no, this is first period, something like that. Rempe then charges at a guy, one of the Devils players, who is dumping the puck into the zone. Rempe is 6'7" without skates. With skates, he's probably pushing 7 feet tall. And he kind of jumps up a little bit, which, again, he doesn't need to, and throws his elbow right into the guy's head. So, obviously, 5-minute game misconduct. He's done for the game. McDermott is losing his fucking mind because Rempe didn't want to fight, but was fighting all the big guys in the league like those first 10 days. Dodges McDermott. Then he elbows his teammate in the head. So today was the first game back after that. and right off the tilt, and they were throwing him. McDermott's got the guy's shirt, and he's just throwing short little jabs and just going to town on him. There was a bunch of haymakers. It was ugly. It was a good one. I
do remember that play, but like, bro, he can't fight everyone every game in a row. That was what people were doing, and I was here for it until like the 7th fight. I was just like, come on, guys.
Yeah, he fought like 6 nights in a row, and then you're just tired. It's not fun after that.
Bro, yeah. There's a reason why fighters don't fight consecutively.
Yeah.
It's not good to get hit in the face over and 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 over again.
Yeah.
So ask Muhammad Ali. Yeah.
One more big fight, and it's April 7th.
God damn, Nick. Bro, April 7th. I have that one bookmarked. I'm so excited. I have it. April 7th. My reminder will go off at 8. We'll go off at 8 a.m. I'll remind everyone in the chat. We're all tuning into that hockey game.
See, that's Sunday. All right.
Anything else? Anything else, boys? Nope. The Rempa in the jungle. Nick forgot about his new banner friend. All right, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, or the artist formerly known as Twitter, X, and YouTube at Podcast Room303. Follow our sister pod at Revenge of the Pod for all things pop culture on all things social and your streaming platform of choice. For myself, Jermaine Colon Mendez, for my co-host Nicholas Moorhan, for our producers Nevada Putnam and the EPE. We'll see you next time when you come on down and step into the room.